Hello everybody, I'm Catalina. I'm happy to be here with you today, and I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful earring. I have already made one in Soutache technique. I hope you like it, and I hope you like my video too. Okay, this is the front of my work and this is the back. I have already covered it with a piece of leather so that the back is just almost as good looking as the front. I have used natural pearls and some small 3mm Swarovski pearls. These are about 8mm, I think. Something like that. They're not quite regular. So let's get started. You're going to need a very small needle, very thin needle, and I use fish wire. This is what I use. It has 0.12mm in thickness, the thread. It is transparent, as you can see. I have very good results with this wire, and it doesn't cost that much also. So this is the Soutache thread. I think some of you may know it. I'm going to show you how I start working. So let's start working. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous, so and excited in the same time. I'm going to show you a little trick that I use with the Soutache when cutting it, so that the finish doesn't lose. I don't know how to say it in English right now. I'm going to find the word eventually. So we're going to start with this one right here. This is the first piece that we are going to sew, and I'm going to measure the length of Soutache thread that I need to make this part right here. So I'll show you how I do it. I take it around my finger, saying that my finger is this bead, and then I measure about something like this for this little curve right here. I normally cut it a little bit longer so that I have enough thread, not to be needing it to repeat the work, because it is so thorough. So I use glue. I put glue right where I want to cut. I hope you can see it very well. This is the glue that I use. Okay. Oh, sorry. Then I rub it so that the glue enters the thread very good. And now I cut. And when I do that, after I cut, I press it a little bit more so that the edge is nicely prepared. Okay, this is one trick. Another trick, I'm going to take this one a little bit here. Another trick with Soutache is that, oh, right now they're good. It has two sides. They're both the same, but you need to make sure that all of 2 or 3 threads that you use are oriented in the same direction, the texture. What I do in order to control that they are all in the same direction, the texture of the thread, is when I put it like this in light, it forms some arrowhead, and I want to make sure that these arrows point in the same direction, towards me or in front of me. These are all in the same direction. If you can see, I don't know, when you keep it in your hand, it will be more obvious. This one, I have turned it points towards front and these towards me. Okay. This is trick number 2, and we have another trick immediately. Yep, I'm going to, we need to make sure that the colors are in the same direction as here, sequence, sorry. So we need the brown in the middle, in the green, the light green in the middle, and the brown in one part, and this one turquoise in the other part. We are going to put them one on top of the other, and this is how it all begins. Now, when you keep the thread in your hand, you will see that when you put them all like this, on one side it has a certain shine, it shines like this, and on the other side it is more wrinkled. I don't know how to explain it, but when you will keep it in your hand, you will see the difference much better. And you want to make sure that all the pieces have the threads with the same side up, because if you put it this with the wrinkles up and the other one is with the shiny side up, then it won't be as aesthetic. No biggie, but you want to keep it all in the same to have an even look. I'm sorry, I can't find all my words in English right now, but I'm trying. Okay, so let's get started. This is my needle with the thread already in. I have a little knot at the end so that it won't come out. So this is where the pearl will be, and I want to make sure that it will stay tight. So I'm going to start here. Pull my thread. Don't pull your thread too hard at the end. We don't want the needle to pass through the soutache. We go back and forth a few times to make sure that our knot won't get loose. Okay, sorry if I haven't been in focus. Now, this is where we are. I'm going to take the bead on my needle and I'm going to go here with. So this is how I am. My thread is coming out of this side. I have put the bead on my needle, and now we're going on the opposite side. So when I pull my needle, this is how it should look. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this pearl sits nice and easy. Now with my hand, with my fingers, I'm going to keep it like this, very firm. Okay, and I'm going to go back through this side, through the bead, try to find the middle, and through the other side, so that I secure this pearl very good. And now back, and here we go. Yep, about 2 or 3 times it is enough. Now I'm going towards where these two sides meet, and I go through this side and both sides. Okay, so that I have something like this. This is how it should look, like this. Hopefully you see it good. And now through the other side, like this, and again back and forth a couple of times, so that our work sits nice and tight. I'm sorry, I don't know how to keep it so that you can see it very good. I usually don't film myself when working. I should probably do this more often so that I get used to it. Okay, this should be enough. Now, in order to make sure that these sides keep their position as well, I'm going to do something like this. Go through the threads a couple of times, like this, so that I know that these 3 soutache threads will keep in position and will move one in front of the other. So, look, like this. Okay. Keep them in position and go through them to make sure that everything sits perfectly the way you want it to sit. Okay. And we are back, and I want to go again here. This is where I want my needle to be, right in this little dimple. I hope I said it correctly. Okay, I'm here. Now, all my 6 threads are together. I keep them apart, and I take one little Swarovski, okay? I want to make this loop, I want to make this loop right here. This is what I want to make right now. So, I'm going to form this with my hands, like this, and the needle will go, right about here. This is something that I want to create. Okay, I'm going to pull it, and ta-da, this is what we have. The first loop. Don't know if it is called like this, but let's say it called like this. Arrange it with your hands, all 3 threads, so that they sit nice and tight. And just like in the upper pearl, go a few times through the threads, keep them in position, and now let's secure this end where the big pearl is as well. Back and forth a couple of times to make sure that everything is perfect. Okay. You want to check it. Does it stay? Okay. We'll cut this later when we finish attaching the other pearl as well. Okay. I am going this way. Now, I'm going to exit this other way to make sure that I attach this one right here. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm here. Let's take another little Swarovski pearl and just like that. That's when the thread gets all tingled. Yeah. Okay. Now it's good. Sorry. So this is the other loop. Okay, let's make it nice and good looking. Sorry. I keep working with the front towards me. Something like this. It's kind of slippery, but you need to make sure that they all stay together. Like one big happy family. Okay. I go like this. And again like this. And one more time. And again. Is there everything okay? Yeah, mostly yes. Okay, so we are here. Now, secure the thread. You may want to make a knot or not, it won't get loose. And we are going to cut this thread right now. Like this. Now, it looks like this. So we have this portion right here. Okay? But we need to get rid of all these endings. So, I am going to show you how I do it. I take the glue, I put glue where I want to cut the threads so that they don't to say it. Get loose. And now I'm going to cut, and I want to cut it so that the edge isn't abrupt. So I'm going to cut it in diagonally, like in Harry Potter, in diagonal. Okay, couple of times. Sorry, my big hands are in the way. Okay, if you get glue on your hands, you might want to go and wash it. This is a good glue because it doesn't get sticky to hands. You rub it like this and it goes off. Yes, look how pretty this one looks. Now, the second step here is to make this loop right here. We have the pearl, we have the soutache. I say it in Romanian. I don't know how to, soutache. Okay, measure it about something like this, not too big, but not too small also. Put glue, rub it in, cut it off, rub again. There we have 3. I'm now going to get rid of the glue on my hands. Yep, ready. Take the needle and thread, make a knot in the end. I make a double knot to make sure that it won't take apart. Now I cut the thread as close to the knot as possible so that it won't have nasty looking. Now make sure the arrows are all in the same position. Mine are not. Oop, what have I done? This one, the brown one, is the other side. Yep, now they're all in position. Okay, brown, light green, turquoise. Okay, put them all in stack. Sorry, yep, they get like this. You have to get them very good. Like this. This is the wrinkled side. This is the shiny side. Needle all the way through the knot. I'm off focus, I think, because I heard the camera moving. Now I hope I'm back. Okay, back and forth a few times. Make sure we have enough space to put the pearl. Take the pearl on my needle, cross it over to the other side, pull, place it nice and tightly right here. Okay, go back. Sorry, stay nice. If there is something that you don't understand or I have missed a step, please, after you see this video, post it in comments so that I can answer and explain it some more, if possible. I would very much like to see your work after this. This is something that I have created right now for this video, but I'm sure you will find it useful, hopefully. Actually, I hope you will find it usefully for you. Okay, I'm back. I have secured it. Now, usually I would go back to secure this side, but because I am also going to put this ring of pearls around it, when I go back and forth with the pearls, I'm no longer going to need to secure it right now. So if you want, you can secure it like we did here. Where is it? Here. Yes, we went back and forth a couple of times to secure the threads that they don't get up and down on each other. But now I'm not going to do this anymore. Okay, and we are going to attach it here. This is what we want to do. Whoop, right here. Okay, like this. You want to keep it firmly with your hands so that you like the position they're in. They have to be symmetrical, these two. And now we'll get started with attaching it. Just go through all the threads, as many threads, Soutache threads, as possible, to keep it very firmly in position. I prefer to go in diagonal because this way, oh, I know for sure that it will stay properly. Now go up here. When you exit like this in between Soutache threads, please make sure when you insert the needle not to go over the Soutache thread, because when you pull it will leave a mark. It will press it with your nylon thread. Okay, so I'm going to keep it here and position it very, very good. I hope I'm not using Spanglish, because there are some words I think I'm not using them correctly, but please ask me if you don't understand something. Okay. Now, let's see. Is it... it could use a little bit more. You can see it if it moves, then secure some more. Sorry. I hope you can see what I'm doing, because I usually don't work at this distance from me. I keep my work closer to me. Okay. There. Now this should do. Yep, this is good looking. So, I'm not going to cut it yet, these strings. I'm not going to cut them yet, because I want to have a little bit more of tail right here, and I'm going to show you why. You have to be with your needle like this. This is the back of the work, this is the front. And on your back you want to have your needle exiting here, and I'm going to show you why. Now, if you want a smaller earring, you can leave it like this and attach the earring hook. This one, I have used these. Or and I am going to continue with this ring of pearls, so that we have a matching pair. Okay, now I'm going to leave this a little bit to the side and cut some more Soutache string, thread, I don't know how to say it, thread, string, thread. Yep, I can't find the other end. I seem to have lost it, the good end. Okay, I have found it, the one that has already been glued. Yep, take this, measure, sorry, go away, you big string. Measure it, cut some more, just to be sure. Yes, you'll have some loose ends, but the work will look a lot better if you work with longer thread. Yep, glue. Rub it in, a little bit too much glue. cut, rub again. Okay, like this. Going to wipe my hands. You may need to have moist tissue near you with all this glue. Okay, put the cap on my glue. Now, okay, the arrows are correct. Let me see how I have used it here. Okay, again, brown, green, turquoise, all in one direction. This is a tricky part because it slips. Okay, this is the wrinkled side, this is the shiny side. Make sure you keep your colors in the right direction. Okay, because we are going to start from our back, we are going to have in our fronts the wrinkled side. So we go here. Sorry. Of course, this is what happens when I want to show something to somebody. It doesn't always work. Yay! I got them in position. Okay, so now we are going to first make sure that these threads are positioned where we want them to be, and we are going to go through all 3 of them just like that and put them directly here. And now again back and again, and this way we have them all secure.